Today, we're diving into a story that asks a really tough question. Can a new business move into a historic neighborhood without, completely erasing its soul? We're going to look at how 5 founders in New York's Chinatown tried to answer that question, blending a 20-year dream with a very real fight to preserve their community's heritage.
And this quote, this gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? This whole thing wasn't just about opening up another restaurant. It was the finish line of a 2-decade-long dream. They weren't just building a business. They were on a mission to create something that honored the past while being totally new. And that passion, that's what's driving this entire story.
But to really truly get what their mission was all about, you have to understand the massive challenge they were up against. It's a problem we're seeing in historic neighborhoods all over the world. And in this case, it was the Chinatown conundrum.
And this just captures the tension perfectly. On one side, you've got all the rich history, the legacy businesses, everything that gives a place its unique character. And on the other, you have this relentless pressure of modern gentrification. We're talking rising rents, new developments, all threatening to just erase it. These founders were basically walking a tightrope between these two worlds.
So who were the people brave enough to take this on? Well, this wasn't some big, faceless corporation. It was a small team. And their origin story was fueled by something way more powerful: family.
They actually call themselves the Five Kids, and it's so much more than a nickname. It really represents their shared history and their shared vision. These were 5 people, totally united by their heritage, who saw a need in their community and just decided, you know what, we're going to fill it ourselves.
So what was really pushing them forward? Well, it was all deeply personal. It was inspired by their shared family history, a real desire to connect the older generations with the new, and a mission to build something that honored their roots while looking to the future. That 20-year dream we mentioned, this is what it was all about.
Okay, but let's be real. Launching a dream like this was anything but easy. In fact, it was a massive, high-stakes bet on a neighborhood that was kind of caught in the middle of a full-blown identity crisis.
And to get a sense of that risk, you have to understand the main force they were up against: gentrification. It's so much more than just a few new coffee shops. It's this powerful economic process that literally changes the character of a place, and often it pushes out the longtime residents and businesses that gave it its soul in the first place.
In this right here, this was their central risk. They weren't just opening another restaurant. They were planting a flag. They were betting that they could build a successful business in a place where the economic tides were literally pushing so many others out. It was just an incredible gamble.
So all of this really boils down to one fundamental question, right? Is it even possible to create something new and modern that doesn't just erase the past, but actually helps preserve it? This was the puzzle the founders were determined to solve.
And their answer to that puzzle? It was the Potluck Club, a really innovative model for bridging that gap between yesterday and today.
This pretty much sums up their whole strategy. They wanted to merge what they called the old-school Shaolin monk vibes, that authentic, deeply rooted heritage, with a modern dining experience that would appeal to a new generation. It wasn't about choosing one over the other. It was all about fusion.
So how'd they actually pull it off? Well, it basically came down to this 3-part game plan. First, they reimagined old family recipes, giving those traditional dishes a modern update. Second, they designed a space that was contemporary and felt welcoming to absolutely everyone. And third, and this might be the most important part, they focused on fostering community, creating a true gathering place, not just another restaurant.
And the result of all this was something so much bigger than just a successful restaurant. It became something that had a real lasting impact on the soul of Chinatown itself.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Ultimately, the Potluck Club proves that a purpose-driven business can be an incredibly powerful tool for cultural preservation. It shows that, commercial success and innovation can go hand in hand with protecting a community's heritage. In a way, they've created a blueprint for how to do it right.
And that leaves us with this final thought. The story of the Potluck Club offers one incredible answer: a powerful blend of family, history, and forward-thinking business. But it really makes you wonder, what does it truly take to save the soul of your neighborhood?